In this video, we are going to make the biggest water tornado using Lego bricks. Let's go! Let's start small. First, we need to understand how a water vortex is formed. For this purpose, I have assembled a small installation. In order not to submerge a large number of parts underwater, I decided to transmit the rotation using magnets. In the first case, there weren't enough magnets, so I decided to increase their number. Everything works. The rotation is transmitted through the glass bottom of the bowl. Now we need something that will actually create the vortex. For the test, I have chosen several different variations of parts to find the best option for creating a water tornado. There are water Lego propellers, air propellers, and just plain weird parts that fit our parameters. The underwater propeller is too small to form a vortex. The airplane propeller is also unable to spin the water stream. In addition to solid parts, I tried making prefabricated rotators, but here I encountered another problem. Because of the large area of the screws, they create a lot of resistance, and the magnetic transmission cannot withstand on brakes. To fix this, I tried to take a ball with a thinner bottom, so the interaction of the magnets would be stronger, and it did. The homemade screw started to turn. But there is not enough speed for a large vortex. So I undertook to redesign the setup to increase the number of output revolutions. I also added a flywheel to the mechanism for smooth starting and stable operation. Let's experiment again. Finally managed to get a little water tornado going. Look at the way it swallows up everything around it. Big whirlpools are dangerous things. I decided to try making a tornado in a higher bowl, but here, due to the high speed and thick bottom, the magnetic transmission started to fail. So I increased the number of magnets. For this, I used 2 large gears. Let's try the next rotator. This one looks more epic. The vortex is so powerful, there's a gap in the center all the way to the bottom. I can touch the screw without getting my finger wet. Well, it's time to scale up. For this we need a huge aquarium. To be able to put a rotating unit from Lego bricks under it, we need to build stands. Done! Set the aquarium. Time to fill it with water. So, the tank is filled to the top. Let's check out our old setup. See how much smaller the spinner looks in relation to the aquarium. It's spinning, but as you can see, it's having no effect. Well, for a large aquarium, we need to redesign the whole thing. First, we need to make a more powerful rotator. To do this, I made a design consisting of 2 motors. The magnetic transmission should also be more reliable. For this purpose, I made 2 stars like this and inserted magnets around the perimeter. Put one of the halves on the axle with the motors. Each should be placed under the aquarium, while the upper part should be placed in the aquarium on the bottom. As you can see, the 2 parts are connected through the glass. Let's power up the motors, and we have a setback. The glass in the aquarium is too thick and cannot provide a reliable transmission of rotation with magnets. So the rotation will have to be transmitted directly. I use gears like these to transmit the rotation at right angles. In the end, I got a design with which I could remotely rotate the screw on the bottom of the aquarium. As you can see, the little screws on the bottom are useless. They just rotate without any effect. However, if we place a glass dome over the screw and start spinning it, we will see a small water tornado start to form. This is because we have limited the volume of water around the propeller, and it becomes easier for the propeller to spin the water stream. Maybe there's too much water in the tank. Let's try pouring half of it out. Indeed, it worked, and even a small propeller started to form a vortex. Once I decided to increase the blade area of the propeller, I encountered too much water resistance. The already small gears could not withstand such a load and broke. Hence, we need more reliable gears. For that, I took bigger gears and put together this design. The Lego motors can no longer cope with the resistance of the water, so we decided to rotate it further with a drill. Place the previously made construction underwater. To prevent the construction from floating, you need to press it down with something heavy. Connect the screwdriver and start turning. But it's not possible to greatly unwind the screw. The pinion gear slips at high speeds. Then we tried to change the mechanisms of rotation transmission, but each of them had its own shortcomings, which did not give a strong spin to the underwater propeller. The screw gears slowed down too much. This is the kind of drive shaft that would break under heavy load. One of the most reliable ways to transfer the rotation was using the Lego chassis. Unlike other options, they could withstand a heavy load. But still, at high speeds, the attachment of Lego tracks could not withstand and they disconnected, which prevented the propeller from reaching maximum speed and making a huge tornado. There were many attempts to fix this situation, but none of them solved the problem. Lego bricks are not designed for such experiments. In the end, we decided to just directly smoke the Lego screw with a screwdriver and got a real tsunami. I don't envy those minifigures.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
Well, maybe the problem is the shape of the aquarium. To create a vortex, it is desirable that the shape be cylindrical. I decided to test this theory by taking this round basin, fill it with water. The plastic walls are thin enough, so in this case you can use magnetic transmission. It turned out that the gear itself on which I attached the screws can create a vortex at the proper speed. Look at it, it can spin a water stream in a full basin of water, and here are the researchers who will be studying the resulting vortex. From this angle it doesn't look like a water tornado, but a black hole. Where do the figures go? But still, magnetic transmission with increasing screws can't spin the tornado much. So let's use our old method to make the best possible water tornado. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the middle of that maelstrom. It looks fascinating. That's what this experiment is all about. What do you think? Write in the comments. Well, that's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Bye!